Greetings, everyone. A massive welcome to day 21 of our journey together. 3 weeks of meditating as one. Can you believe we've made it? My name is Mitesh, and I'm so happy to be your host for this milestone session. To tell you a little bit about myself, I've been practicing Sahaja Yoga for more than 25 years. I came as a 17-year-old, and it has completely shifted how I handle the chaos of daily life. I know exactly how it feels to be in your shoes tonight, standing at the end of 21 days and feeling that first real spark of inner peace. I'm here to help us move from learning about meditation to truly living it. We have a truly international collective tonight from the UK, the USA, Europe, and the Nordic countries. Whether you're a regular or it's your first time here today, you're very welcome. So before we dive in, please check the chat for our survey link because your feedback is vital. We want to know how you've experienced things. What's your experience been like? Give us any feedback. It is a way of keeping in touch with each other, and your feedback is truly fuel for us. We want to grow, you want to grow. It helps everything in the collective. Now, on February the 26th, we start session 2. It's for everyone, beginners and those continuing. We'll go deeper and explore the new techniques to stay established in silence. So even though today is day 21 of the 21-day course, do not feel apprehensive. Do not feel like we're cutting the apron strings away from you, because we are here to stay. We're here to give you connection, mentorship, and we've got so many opportunities for you to stay in touch with us. Everyone needs a support system, so I'd like you to request a mentor. They are Sahaj friends and coaches, just like sports people have a coach. You also need a spiritual coach. The form is in the chat, and if you've applied, give us 1 more week or 2, and if you haven't been matched with a mentor, then please email us again. Now, during our 2-week break, to keep the momentum, I'd like you to listen to the recordings, review them on our website, along with How to Meditate at Home handout. Go to the local wemeditate.com website to find a center near you. There's so many resources at hand, and I'm sure we're going to have a look at those resources at the end. But everything's on the chat, and also we'll repeat it again in the WhatsApp group as well. So whether you're listening to us from YouTube or the Zoom or WhatsApp or on the chat, we've got many lines of communication to keep the connection flowing. Right, well, today we're going to be expanding the silence. We're going to be exploring thoughtless awareness. Tonight, we have, like we have for all of the other nights, language support in each of our breakout rooms at the end. So for most of the European and Nordic languages, you're welcome to go into those breakout rooms. And as always, Sahaja Yoga is free. Today, as we normally do, we'll be starting with the foot soaking treatment. And I assume you know what you need for those things: your buckets, your towels, your salt, rinse water. Remember, it doesn't have to be anything expensive. It doesn't have to be magnesium, Epsom salts. Just any ordinary table salt will do. And make sure you've got the setup like this. And we have got 2 very interesting, wonderful presenters today. So before we leap straight into our first session, I'd like to introduce our presenters for today. So if you could come on. the platform and introduce yourselves? And also, whilst you're introducing yourselves, could you please tell us what you do in your daily lives in addition to teaching this beautiful meditation? Peter?
Hello, my name is Peter. I live in Warsaw in Poland. I'm interior designer by education, but my passion is music. So today I will lead music therapy with Bija mantras singing for you. So stay tuned.
I've heard you before. You're amazing. So I can't wait to hear that.
Thank you.
And then we've got Mark.
When I'm not coaching people or trying to coach myself in developing that silent state, my passion is photography, and in particular the birds, which are everywhere. And even though they're wild, they will come into the backyard if I put out food and water, and then I take their picture.
That's amazing. Great. Well, welcome both of you. I'm sure it's going to be a wonderful presentation today. And I believe we're starting with Mark. Or are we starting with Peter? Sorry. Mark. We're starting with Mark. Right, over to you, Mark.
So today is 21 of 21 days. And if you've been from the beginning, our goal is that you developed a daily habit of setting aside some time for yourself. And it's a process of learning a lot about Sahaja Yoga techniques, but also learning about ourselves. As our attention gets quieter, and we can go inside and be less pulled from all the stuff that happens outside in our lives and in the world, we start to notice sometimes how we're changing. And for people like me, it might be the people around you who notice before you notice how you're, in some cases, very much mellowing out and giving much more joy to the world, as opposed to I like this and I don't like this. And what I can say after having been doing Sahaja Yoga for a very long time in my own life is that the learning is ongoing, that this universe is so big and the depths of my ignorance of the universe is so massive that every day when I sit down and put my hands towards the photograph of Shri Mataji, I really don't know what's going to happen. Am I going to remind myself of something, relearn something, or I'll actually discover something quite new and unexpected? And so it's a very exciting enterprise to sit there, put your hands out, and then not really with any big expectations. I suppose the goal could be to stop thinking, but otherwise whatever else is going to happen is just going to happen. And one of the big parts of Sahaja Yoga for me is developing that attitude of just being ready and willing and open, and allow the vibrations that are now flowing through us to work. So the key thing that we've learned is to check, what do I feel? So Sahaja Yoga is not so important to learn an encyclopedia of knowledge and concepts and attitudes and points of view. It's to just keep checking with your hands and your body, what do I feel right now? Because when the Kundalini is working, she is informing us through our central nervous system, our conscious, awake attention. And in the beginning, we may not be very sensitive, but with practice, most of us will develop a sensitivity to feel the different parts of the hand, different parts of the body, associate them with which centers or chakras, and then learn how to balance and clear. And the essential component is asking this question, which I ask myself, am I thinking? So then you just check, am I silent? Am I relaxed? Am I completely in the present moment, not projecting stuff into what might happen, not far in the past, or having imaginary conversations with people and, of course, winning the arguments, but that we learn to settle into the quietness and then use all the techniques, all the tools that we've learned in Sahaja Yoga. So what we can do now is to have a meditation together and have our foot soak together. So we can be comfortable sitting with our hands resting on our lap. And then if we know how to locate our Kundalini within ourselves, just a little bit before, a little bit below the navel in the sacrum bone. And we can place our left hand at that level in front of the body, not touching the body, right hand going up the inside, over the top, and down the outside. So the left hand is steady, right hand is going around it. We bring up our own Kundalini. And we do it again. And if you're new today, just ask questions in the chat or ask for a breakout room. We'll explain everything. So the third time, we'll tie 3 knots. So I want this pure energy of pure love, pure compassion to please be up and stay up. Now we give a protection or a bandhan 7 times. Now we can ask, where is my attention? And if your attention tends to get easily distracted, like mine, sometimes I'll rest a hand on top of my head. The palm is resting there. As a way to simply rest my attention into this present moment. And then raise the hand up. See if there's any thoughts in that place above the head. See if there's a tangible feeling in the palm or on top of the head. And have a very patient, compassionate attitude towards yourself. So if you're thinking like crazy, it's fine. It's like with practice, your thoughts will eventually slow down. You'll be down to just 1, maybe, and then eventually complete silence. So now if you're ready, you've got your foot soaking bowl right in front of you, like I do. So you can put your feet in the bowl of warm salt water. So as we're balancing and clearing any obstacles in our subtle system, the salt in the water is absorbing. So I kind of equate it to the wash cycle and the rinse cycle of a washing machine. I'm clearing out something and now let it be rinsed out. So now when we're meditating, we check to see, what am I feeling? What are my two hands telling me? Some of us will be feeling the right hand warmer or heavier. Some of us will be feeling the left hand warmer or heavier. And because there's a group of us here, we'll clear out our own imbalances, and also because we're together, we'll actually help out each other. And if somebody's feeling a little bit draggy, a little bit too emotional, we can together clear that out. If somebody's feeling very aggressive and jumpy and very reactive, we can help to soothe that person down too. It's very much a collective meditation. So for all of us who are feeling the left hand kind of heavy, and for all the rest of us who want to help out, let's put our right hand towards the floor. Left hand is resting on our lap. And you follow your intuition. If it feels better to meditate with your eyes closed, then you close your eyes. You really listen to your own inner guide, your own inner guru. We've learned how to use the elements over the past 3 weeks, so now we can invoke the amazing, nourishing power of the Mother Earth. And any heaviness, anything that's welling up in us that we feel like it's an anchor dragging us down, something from the past that we can't seem to shake, we just offer that to the Mother Earth with our right hand towards the Mother Earth. You can put both hands on our lap with the palms up. And what's always amazing to me is when I ask somebody who's been doing Sahaja Yoga for a day or a week, and I say, did that clear that? And they say, yes. That we're so ready for this. We're ready to let go of all the stuff that's holding us back. And then for the people like me that are always reading, analyzing with big opinions, let's clear what we call the right side or the right channel. So in this case, the right hand is resting on the lap, and we bend the left elbow and point that hand to the sky. If you see a few scratches on my hand, I've been shoveling snow. We're in the middle of snow time, it seems, in the eastern part of the US. So now our simple desire is that may my right side cool down. That part of us that wants to always be right, always have an opinion, always reacting. Let all that go out into the sky, into the ether. Rest our hands on our lap. So the other big learning for many people I talk to is accepting that I'm not feeling anything, or I'm not feeling what the Sahaja Yoga teacher is describing. It's fine. We're together, we're open to seeing what we feel and allowing whatever is blocking us to get out of the way. Let us settle into the silence, the peace. For me, it's a very comforting feeling when the thoughts get out of the way. So even though our Kundalini is awakened and it's nourishing the centers, we can also show with our actions that we really want to clear stuff out. So say we're feeling something on the thumbs, then it could be me, it could be in the group, it doesn't really matter, but we can individually and as a group relax and balance this center. This is the second center, which gives all the energy for our thinking. So let's put our hand just below the navel, pressing lower abdomen. And sometimes we can even locate the chakra inside our body with our pure attention. Otherwise, we just feel where our hand is pressing. And then as we get to know ourselves, maybe some of us, what we think is, I don't know anything, I'm so confused. So then we can actually assert and awaken our own divinity and say, I am the pure knowledge. Not I want to be or I should be, I am the pure knowledge. And then other people who want to get on the horse and ride it and be in control all the time, we can help to balance that out by saying, I am not the doer. And part of us will be tickled when we hear this. I do nothing. The sun rises and sets, and we did not control that. So let's let go of trying to be in control of everything and say, I do nothing. Now we can put our hands on our lap, see how we're feeling. Sometimes it's just the change in our breathing that we can tell that our parasympathetic nervous system is now working. Everything is coming into balance. Okay, so now we can rinse. We've got our rinse bucket here. So we can rinse our feet off, dry them on a towel, and set our foot soaking basin aside. And now let's just see, how do we feel? Once again, we can put a left hand or a right hand on top of our head. Raise the hand up. See if there's any thoughts or what we're feeling in either hand. We can rest our hand on our lap and sit together for about a minute, just in silence. So in this talk, we're going to watch a Shri Mataji given in San Diego, California, many years ago. She's answering the key questions we have as seekers of a better life. How do I grow? And so she says, if Sahaja Yoga is going to work for you, you have to respect yourself and have faith in yourself. So even if you're not feeling anything in the beginning or even after 3 weeks, hang in there. And then enjoy the video.
The lecture can go on because on the spirit I must have given at least, I don't know, about at least 100 lectures so far only on the subject of spirit. So it's an endless job. And every time I say something, people say, Mother, you have said something very new. So the knowledge is endless, but you become the knowledge. You yourself become the knowledge and you start understanding it. Only thing is, you must have assiduity, respect for yourself, and the importance of responsibility, that you have to be the spirit. That's why you have come on this earth as human beings at this time. This time is very precious and it's not a fashion to be a seeker, but it's something that has to happen to all of it. Yesterday you people asked me many questions and I think I answered most of them. Some of them were very good questions, but some of them were a little very simple, I think, but nobody was aggressive. But on the whole, I think that maybe San Diego is a place from where we may be able to save America. I didn't have any program anywhere in Los Angeles or anything, but I came to San Diego. But you have to know that if this is the place, we have to get people who are of that quality. I don't know when are we going to get them, but I hope we get those people of that quality. Even a small nail can hold a sari. In the same way, a little place looking like San Diego can save America. May God bless you. So we'll have the experience now. It will take about 5 minutes for you, because if all the chakras are discussed, already the attention is on that. It's very simple to put your hands towards me.
Everyone slip off their shoes again.
It's better. You've done a good job. Just put your hands towards me. Just like this. Left. Now left hand towards me and right hand towards the Mother Earth. We'll give you a balance. You need not close your eyes just now. Let's see. Put your right hand towards the Mother Earth. As I told you yesterday, left side is our conditioning. Conditioning, subconscious and collective subconscious. Very much at work here. But also is an emotional side. Now put your right hand towards me and left hand towards the sky. Right hand towards me. Right hand towards me like this.
Left hand towards the back.
Are you feeling the cool breeze in the hand? You are already thoughtless, there is no thought. But just see if you are feeling the cool breeze. That's better. Are you? Let's see. All right? Are you feeling any cool breeze in the hand? Alright, now put your left hand on top of your head. Just here. Fontanelle bone area. Are you feeling? It's a very subtle thing. Are you? Pay attention. Working out. Good? Alright, now change it. See the left hand with the right hand. Just pay attention there. See. Believe that you are the spirit. So just you have to say in your heart, I am the spirit. In your heart. Say it 7 times. It will work out. Release it. Is it alright? Are you feeling the heat coming out? Little heat. Alright. Now turn. Change. See now. Right, Swadhisthana. Alright? There? Amazing. Now just see if it is working. Cool breeze. Feel it. Just put your hands like this. It's good. You're all thoughtless. If you see, there's no thought in your mind. And complete silence. Enjoy this. This moment is going to transform your life. Take it from me. You may not realize today, but you'll realize it very soon. Strong. Have faith in yourself. That's the main thing. It's beautiful. Now all those who are feeling the cool breeze in the hand or in the head, from the head, please raise your hands, both the hands like this. Could you believe it? Most of you. May God bless you. Except for one or two. Maybe you have come for the first time. Have you come for the first time? Alright. Maybe. We'll see you. It's not difficult. Today is a very powerful day. It's worked out. Now know that you have found it. But establish yourself. This is very important is to establish. Luckily you have a very good center here. We have to work it out through San Diego. From this side and from New Jersey, from the other side. We have to work it out. All of you must remember that you have got your realization. I don't want to take any promises from you because I depend on your spirit. Respect it. Respect your realization. Respect yourself. Now you will find you have a purpose in life. And just understand how this divine power works and how we can manage it and control it, how we can maneuver it, and how it works in the larger interest, in the higher interest, in the nobler interest, in the righteous life. You become that, and others also become. May God bless you.
Let's stay in this meditative mood, and we will have now a session of music therapy with Bija Mantra singing. So basically all the Bija Mantras we know in Sahaja Yoga, they are correlated with our energy centers. So the sound activates the energy within each center, helps the energy to flow. So it's very easy to feel it, it's effortless, but we should actually just treat it as a kind of a meditative activity. We don't sing it for any artistic or musical purpose. It's not an artistic expression, so it's just the matter is how deep we feel it within our subtle system. So either you can sing with me, and we will sing it in a very structured way. So each Bija Mantra you see, we'll try to concentrate on each center and sing a Bija Mantra. First we will sing Om, and then 3 times Bija mantra. So it will be like, for example, for Muladhara, Om, Lam, Lam, Lam. And this whole sequence we will repeat 3 times. And for each chakra, we will slowly raise our attention to various centers. And also, if you feel like just meditate and listen to the sound, it will also have an effect on your subtle system. So it's just up to you. Probably with the singing, you will feel deeper this effect on your subtle system. Okay, so we can close our eyes, or if you feel a bit sleepy, we can have our attention on Shri Mataji's bindi. When we open our eyes, let's focus our attention on forehead of Shri Mataji. But if you can also close and feel this attention within, it's also good. So first chakra, Muladhara, the sound which will activate the energy of Muladhara will be Lam. So we sing Om, Lam, Lam, Lam. Let's try it 3 times. Let's stay in silence for 1 minute. So now we can raise our attention to Swadhisthana level, which is just here. We can either put our hand on Swadhisthana or just focus our attention on this area. And here the Bija mantra for Swadhisthana is Bija mantra Vam. So in the same way we can sing Om, Vam, Vam, Vam 3 times. Om, Vam, Vam, Vam. We can stay in meditative state for 1 minute, just to establish the vibrations of these Bija mantras in our subtle system. We can move our attention to Nabi Chakra, which is third center. So we can place our right hand on our stomach and hear the sound for this chakra, this energetical center is Ram. So let's sing Om Ram Ram Ram. Om Ram Ram Ram. Om Ram Ram Ram. Om Ram Ram Ram. Then we can put our right hand on our Anahata, which is heart chakra, and hear the sound, the Bija mantra, which will open our Anahata, our heart, is Yam, and we will sing it 3 times. Om Yam Yam Yam. Om Yam Yam Yam. Om Yam Yam Yam. Om Yam Yam Yam. Let's try to feel the effect of these sounds on our inner being. Let's try to feel this calmness of these sounds. We can place our right hand now on our Vishuddhi, so we can just put our right hand on our throat, and here on the level of this center we have hum, sound hum. So let's sing it same way. Om hum hum hum. Om hum hum hum. Om hum hum hum. Om hum hum hum. Let's stay in the silence for 1 minute. Let's try to absorb the vibrations of this Bija mantra. So now slowly we can move our attention to our sixth center, which we call as Agnya Chakra. We can place our right hand on our forehead. So here, this is the only center for which we have two sounds, two bija mantras, as Agnya Chakra has two parts. And here we will sing Ham, Ksham, two bija mantras. So we can sing it in this way, that first we will sing Om, Ham, Ksham, Ham, Ksham, Ham, Ksham. And this whole sequence we will repeat 3 times. So on the level of our Sahasrara Chakra, our 7th center, there's only silence. There's no sound, no bija mantra which can activate this center. It's just the silence. And we can place our right hand on our fontanelle bone area. Let's massage our Sahasrara, our crown chakra, as they call it also. So a few times clockwise we can do this little massage of this place. And let's raise our hand around 5 to 10 centimeters above our hand. Let's try to feel this deep silence, this silent space of this center. We can place both our hands on our laps, and just for 1-2 minutes let's try to establish this deep peace, deep silence within us. At the end, we can all raise our Kundalini and make a bandha. So 3 times we will raise our Kundalinis. let's give ourselves abundance of 7 times. Let's do the protection for all 7 chakras. So thank you very much for this music therapy session. I hope you felt the depth of these bija mantras and you enjoyed this present moment.
Thank you, Peter. So I'm going to just show a simple demonstration of how we can meditate at home, because you see us on camera and we're sitting here with the photograph to one side of us. But when you're home, you place the photograph somewhere respectful in a frame, and you face the photograph, and your 2 hands are towards the photograph. And then you can do what Peter just showed us. You can raise your Kundalini, give the bandhan, and then you just place your hands in front of you, resting on your lap. And if you don't have time in the day, well, then maybe set the alarm clock for 5 or 10 minutes earlier in the morning so you can make it part of your morning routine. Because many people who teach Sahaja Yoga will recommend that you try this twice a day, before you start the day and at the end of the day. So for some of us, that means when we get in from wherever we've been, when we had to go out and do errands, go to work, look after different things, and now we want to have the rest of the evening in a very soothed and calm place. Or some of us, we do this at the very end of the day, one of the last things we do before we actually put our head on the pillow. And what we want to do is see whether we are thinking. So if the attention is moving all over the place, like I was mentioning earlier in the program, you can put a hand here to try to bring the attention into the present moment, and just ask yourself the question, where is my hand? And then you can ask yourself the question, am I thinking? And you just put attention on your hands. So sometimes we just meditate, we just sit, don't do anything, we just breathe. Sometimes you want to do a little kind of workshop, a little checking, how am I doing? Today was pretty stressful. I can feel some new pressures on some new parts of my hands. So let me do a little clearing. Maybe I yelled at somebody, so let me put my hand here and soothe down what we call right vishuddhi and fill it with sweetness and compassion. And then just see, how am I doing? And the essential thing to remember is that our Kundalini is working. So she is coming up, she's clearing all the chakras, and we want to give some time for our attention to get more and more alert and aware of our Kundalini. So we set aside some time every day. Let me just see if I feel the effect of my Kundalini. So now it's with great delight that I'd like to turn it over to Mitesh.
Thank you so much, Mark. For someone who's been meditating for many years, I'm still blown away by how it impacts me. When I first started the meditation earlier on today, and how I'm feeling right now, it's worlds apart. It's wonderful to know that it's so effective. And even when, like you said, we have to believe in ourselves, when sometimes you're fighting all the thoughts and you don't think you can go into meditation, somehow you're once again surprised that there has been an impact, there has been an effect, and you feel all the more better for it. And you've got a beautiful, soothing voice, Mark, I must say. And thank you once again to Peter as well for giving us a lovely guided meditation, working with the subtle system, the inner tree of life. That was very, very special. And whilst I'm thanking yourselves, I'd also like to thank all the people behind the scenes, all the tech people that have been working continuously with the slides and with every little bits of last minute adjustments that we can as presenters flow much more smoothly with. So I just want to thank everyone who's been behind the scenes. Everyone has worked tirelessly. And I don't want to name any individual names because everyone who's worked hard on it knows who they are. And I know that the more that you've been working on it, the more and more blessings I feel you've been getting, deeper and deeper meditations and deeper states of joy. And that's something that I have come to realize from personal experience. So, without further ado, I'd also like to remind everyone that this is not the end, it is just the beginning. So I'm going to present some slides here for you. And these are affirmations that you can say to yourselves in the morning or in the evening. For me in particular, I prefer to say it in the evening because in the morning I like more of a silent, quicker meditation. And in the evenings, I feel I can explore the energy centers much better. So you'll get a link to these handouts. And as I said at the very start of the program, we've completed this 21-day sessions for 3 weeks, and it ends today. We do have a 3.5-week break, but we will be continuing it from the 22nd of February to the 15th of March. If you want any further details, please write down this email address, but also it will be on the chat links. It will also be on the WhatsApps. And if you have emailed us, we can once again email you further details. Session 2, Going Deeper, is starting on Monday, the 16th of March, and Monday, the 25th of March. So yeah, it's going on the Mondays for those dates there. And it will be for 12 weeks on Mondays and Wednesdays. It's going to be the same link every day at 8 p.m. CET time. So during the break, you can also log on to wemeditate.com. They have meditations every Tuesdays and Thursdays. And I've actually attended these meditation classes, and they have a musician there, which just helps elevate me beyond the thoughts. Sometimes, no matter how many times I say to myself, stop thinking, the mood provided through the music just lifts me. So it's a very, very good session to attend, wemeditate.com. Also, there is a 10-week Inner Peace course starting every Thursday, started a couple of days ago on the 19th of Feb to the 23rd of April. So there's no excuse really. You will find a course, you will find various different avenues to extrapolate, extend, and explore this knowledge. We've also got another link over here, freemeditation.com. And it's at Berlin 10 o'clock or London 9 a.m. So that's great. I don't know which days they are, but I presume it's every day, the free meditation. But once again, once you click on the link, you'll have more information. And as I alluded to at the beginning, we're so keen to know about your experiences. Is there something that we can support you more with? How do you plan on going deeper in the next 21-day course? Did you find this course effective? Did you feel that you're ready to move on and go deeper? Did you feel you want to go on to something a bit more meatier? So whatever the case is, we're here for you. We do want you to click on the survey and give us your experience. Please keep in touch with us. And once again, request a mentor. I can't stress how important this is. When I first came to Sahaj, there was no such thing as online meetings. It was a face-to-face, in-person session. And I had a mentor there, and I almost stuck to him like jam. And, there was just inner force in me. And I didn't feel the sense of embarrassment, oh, am I pestering him too much or what? I just kept on phoning him up, kept on turning up to his house, sometimes unannounced. But he saw the humor in it, and he could see that I must have been an ardent seeker of truth, and he gave me a lot of tolerance, a lot of patience, and here I am, not 21 days later, but 21 years later. So please do continue to request a mentor, fill in the form, which is posted in the Zoom chat, join our community WhatsApp group, join our daily spiritual messages and course reminders, which are once again linked to the Zoom chat. And we've got live sessions, recorded sessions, handouts, and so much more. You've got the QR code as well. And I'm sure most of you are familiar with the web pages that we have. But if you have a look at it, there's so many different tabs there. And one tab in particular allows you access to all the resources that we have. If you want to revisit today's meditation, then you click on day 21. And if there's a particular title that really speaks to you, then you can click on that one. And each time we present these sessions, it is enveloped with Shri Mataji's lecture. And the lecture given by Shri Mataji is very poignant because it's to the point and it's targeted for that particular energy center and that particular quality that we're trying to awaken. And in science, and I'm a scientist, we call these places or energy centers or chakras as plexuses. My younger boy said to me, Dad, where is the cervical plexus? And Dad, where is the aortic plexus? And does that relate to the solar plexus? So for children, because they're taught scientifically, they want to have proof that these things that are mentioned spiritually have a connotation scientifically. And that's one thing wonderful about Sahaj, that you can relate everything in a beautiful, tangible way. As Mark said earlier, every day is different, and you can feel different things on your palms of your hands and on top of your head. There's no need to imagine. There's no need to think yourself into it. It is a feeling, a happening, and an actualization. Look at the resources we have, the podcasts, all the other things there, videos. I know we've had quite a few people on the chat who've asked us where they can find out more information. And you can definitely learn a lot from your mentors, but if you want to go to the source of quenching your thirst, then there's no better place than listening directly to Shri Mataji's lectures. We've also got photos of Shri Mataji. I'm sure all of you have been meditating to the photo, or if you haven't because you're just doing the online version, we do strongly recommend you to print out the picture, and as Mark has kindly said, to place it in a respectable place in your household, and every day go to that place and just take 5 minutes of inner contemplation, of inner silence, and if you can get into it, inner meditation. And finally, we are going to have the breakout rooms, and we have got people of international speakers, international translators who can communicate with you if English isn't your first language. So please feel free to go into the breakout rooms. So you can go into the breakout rooms now if you'd like, and you'll be paired up, you'll listen to mentors, or you can ask whatever questions you have there. Or else you could stay on this main platform and listen to a few wonderful testimonials, and then we'll open the floor to question and answer. We've got the experienced Mark, and we've got Peter, and we'll gladly invite them to help with answering the question and answer session at the end. But before we do that, let's have a read at some of the testimonials. These are from actual people that have actually attended our 21-day course. So I'd like to read one out to you now. Seeker 1. I think when I look back at how I am changing, it is remarkable. Then my desire just grew and grew. Physically, the change is amazing. I have less pain. After 2 months of Sahaj, I got back my creative flow and focus. Learning to witness and surrender where Mother Kundalini strengthens, and you just feel that pulse and the vibration moving things. The Sahaj community is amazing, and so much love, enthusiasm, and genuine caring people. Well, from my experience, I would 100% agree. The people that I've learned to build acquaintances with are beautifully caring people and genuine people. Seeker 2, the journey with Sahaja Yoga. Sahaja Yoga has brought and continues to bring great value to my life. I am grateful for the meditations we shared and for the generosity of the yogis who offered their time through online gatherings and personal guidance. They helped me understand the vibrations I experienced, explained their meaning, and suggested ways to heal and clear my energy flow. I felt supported and guided throughout this process. New awareness and growth. I feel blessed to have learned the tools for self-development, raised my Kundalini, and felt the collective energy. It has opened a new awareness within me to sense energy flows. Although I was previously educated in a Western way, I now see that both perspectives are valuable and needed. After a one-to-one meditation, I felt uplifted and joyful. One evening, I was even dancing in my room. Well, that's truly wonderful. That's like your Kundalini dancing. I'm still working on improving my sleep and focus, and I look forward to connecting more with mentors. I sincerely hope others will also experience the joy, love, and healing that Sahaja Yoga offers. Well, isn't that truly wonderful? The first thing is that Sahaja Yoga is completely free, and people are writing these things in their own time, in their own freedom. You know, there's no marketing campaign here. They're genuinely feeling this, which is amazing. It's wonderful. Now, there are people that might still want to go into the breakout rooms. By all means, continue to do so. But I'd kindly like to invite Mark back into the platform and Peter. And I've been
we have Vidya also. She's going to give a live testimonial.
oh, right.
Please
Hello.
invite her.
Hi, Vidya.
Hi everyone. And I mean, it's a great experience, and it's divine, and it's so powerful, and it's like I feel like the words are very short to describe how my experience was throughout in this 21 days. But particularly to share experiences, I'm in my postpartum journey. I'm not like very new to Sahaja Yoga, but I had stopped in like I had taken break for no reasons, but and I used to feel so dark. And my mom left me in the month of Jan, and that kind of negativity was so much, and I was feeling so lonely, although like I'm getting support. But just doing this program, in the initial days, like 3 or 4 days, I started to feel so better. The perspective of seeing the weather outside, it
Yeah,
has changed me a lot. And yet I haven't felt any kind of cool breeze or anything. Like you are all saying, we need not to imagine or visualize anything, but generally when I'm playing with my baby, or when I'm cooking, when I'm doing something which makes my heart connected, I kind of feel like a vibration inside my heart.
yeah, yeah,
So that is something I like. It's so powerful. And my mother Kundalini is like actually like showing me, like protecting me and guiding me. I could clearly see in this 21 days like how I was. It was so, and now it's a new life. And yeah, I feel so great, and I just want to go deeper and deeper.
yeah. I can really see your inner genuine self coming out. You look so grounded and so settled. It's amazing. You can just see it on your face.
Mhm.
Irrespective of whether you say you can feel it or not, you can just see your face has got a beautiful sense of peace, that you're emitting. And yeah, I mean, how did this happen? It's just wonderful, isn't it?
Yes, it's short of words. I don't have words to express that feeling. It's so divine.
I have two questions for you. You mentioned the weather, so I must assume you're living in England.
Yes, you're correct.
Yes.
That too in Northern Ireland, which rains every day, and it's so
It's
blue.
quite grey, isn't it? It's quite grey. Yeah. And the second question is, do you have a mentor?
Yeah, I do have mentor. Apparently, with my new baby, I haven't got chance to speak with her. But apart from that, like in the breakout rooms, I've got so much help so far, and I'm really thankful to all the presenters, musicians, and the mentors who like
Yeah,
took
they're
part.
giving their time up for free, in the evening times, and most of them have got families as well.
Yeah,
So but like you said, when you give something freely from your heart, I think you gain a lot back as well, which is one of the reasons why I've enjoyed it so much.
yeah, absolutely agree with you. Yeah, it's amazing.
Thank you so much for sharing your story with us.
Thank you so much. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.
Thank
So we've been inundated with questions. Everyone's had wonderful experiences, and it's so nice to read out these questions. So my first question, if I may present that to you, Mark, um, what changes have you seen in your ability to meditate whilst doing Sahaja Yoga, whilst doing this meditation? The seekers are asking, what have you noticed?
Well, I never knew any peace at all. Um, in my avid search for the truth, for meaning, for a solution to my own confusion, I was reading 10 books a month in my 20s. And the answer had to be written down somewhere. It had to be a paragraph, had to be a book. And when I first encountered Sahaja Yoga, it was very confusing to me because no one was sitting me down with a PowerPoint when I went to India for the first time in a Sahaja Yoga event. It was just, have you eaten? And Sahaja Yoga was so simple. And it took me quite some time to realize that I would really understand Sahaja Yoga only through my heart. And so in terms of meditation, it was like from zero to exploring, being very uncertain in the beginning, not really sure of what I was learning or what I was feeling, except that then I had a few very strong experiences in which I didn't understand any of it in terms of, is that what it is? That's how it fits into the history of yoga, blah, blah, blah. But it was more just a feeling of immense well-being and contentment and this is where I want to be. I want to stay here. And if this is what it takes, is to do some hand movements and hang out with great saints like Peter and Mitesh, then okay, I'm all in. And
yeah, well, I can see the contentment in your eyes. It always feels like you just want to meditate with your eyes closed, and no books can get you that, can they? No amount of reading any books can get you to that point. And when you said you were reading 10 books a month, were they all spiritual books, or what type of books were they?
books just to try to explain existence.
All right, the
So
meaning of life.
the philosophy of science, biology, evolution. I had no interest in spirituality. I had a book on yoga positions, and there was a whole chapter on Kundalini, and I skipped that chapter because to me it was all through the right side. It was all through my thinking, analyzing, understanding, getting the concept right. A lot of just sort of using words. And so the idea that you get into a state of no words was really confusing to me. And when I began to feel the essence of reality, which is silence, my poor brain was absolutely like panicking. It was like, what's going on? What is this? It wanted to be on the horse riding me.
Yeah. I mean, I'm an Indian, but I'm brought up in a Western culture, born and brought up in England. And my parents always encouraged me to be inquisitive and always react and always think and always analyze. But when I came to Sahaj, I stripped all of that back. And then I found that my focus was so sharp, I didn't need to analyze too much. I somehow felt through the subtle that I got to the point quicker. And if I may ask the same question to you, Peter.
Could you repeat the question?
Yeah, how has coming into the Sahaj program, how has it helped you in your life?
I was 18 when I came to Sahaj.
And
So
can you speak
basically-
louder, Peter, please?
Yeah. So basically, I was teenager.
Could you come closer so we can hear you?
Maybe I'll just check with the voice volume. Is it better now?
Much better, yeah.
So basically, I was 18 when I came to Sahaj. So I was teenager. The experience of realization from the day one actually, changed everything in my life, because I was quite insecure, and I tend to, be very introvertic and not very actually believing in myself. Even I had many kind of talents or skills, but somehow with Sahaj, with the meditation, with the experience of collectivity, everything has changed, and I don't have any self-doubts, this kind of things, which actually comes from our superego, and they really block us, from the self-improvement, from the growth. So basically, with the peace, with the silence, all these negative thoughts about myself, about the reality I live in, slowly they vanished, and I could actually start to enjoy life, fully.
And then did you flourish as a musician after coming to Sahaj?
I had a musical background, as my parents are classical musicians.
Oh, wow.
So basically, I had music school education, but also here I could see the difference, because I felt like I enjoy music much more. It became more spontaneous, more like you. Actually, I could say that even I had a professional background in a way. I started enjoying music and creativity after self-realization much more. I was more in the moment, more spontaneous, more kind of enjoying the music for music's sake, not only for, you know, like kind of performance or anything like that.
Would you say that after getting your Kundalini awakened, when you listen to the music, it has a deeper impact on you?
Definitely, and I feel like with, you know, this inner silence, we can understand and really like absorb vibrations from the music much more. Not only with our ears, but on a more like subtle way. It really, you know, can elevate our inner state.
And on the topic that we're talking about today, which is expanding the silence, do you think music has a role to play in that?
Yeah, definitely. You know, like I really enjoy, you know, meditating with the music, and then suddenly if I play some raga for my morning meditation, then when the raga stops, I feel like, you know, this deep silence.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, like within, and yeah, so it's like we were singing bija mantras, you know, step by step,
Yeah.
throughout 6 chakras, and then suddenly you go to Sahasrara and you feel this peace and silence. So
You want to come and live with me in the UK? That's great. Are there any other questions that anyone has? Those that aren't in the breakout room, is there any other questions that you have? Well, I've got one more that's just come up. How has it helped having a mentor? Well, I guess I'll flip it to you. I'll ask you, how has it helped you being a mentor? Because I'm assuming both of you are mentors for some of the people on this 21-day program. Mark, how would you say it's been being a mentor?
Friends who've known me for a while say that I'm quite different. And then what I've discovered is that if it's a goal to be reached, and I've started towards that goal 40 plus years ago when I started Sahaja Yoga, and I meet somebody who's been doing Sahaja Yoga for 3 weeks, and what I discover is that the goal that we are both headed to, we are at the same distance from it. So
Wow.
it's like, I think collectively in our sort of Homo sapiens evolution, we are all at the same point. We're ready.
Wow.
And so it's been a big discovery for me that it's not like, oh, you must know so much. No, I have no idea. I understand so little. But what I learn from the people I'm mentoring is how my own conditionings, how even within Sahaja Yoga, my great brain can get in there and start to turn it into like dry, you know, conceptual framework, when Sahaja Yoga is absolutely not that. And you know, when I was taught Sahaja Yoga, we were never supposed to blah, 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 blah. And then what I'm learning from the people I'm meeting for the first time is that for them, it's right now. It's like, it's life. And that it's really expanded my understanding of Sahaja Yoga, that it includes everything. And that's what this new generation of people that I meet in 21 days is teaching me, that you're not like, oh, you do Sahaja Yoga and you do not. It's like, oh, you don't actually know about Sahaja Yoga, you've not heard of Shri Mataji, but oh man, I can feel your heart. I can feel the purity of your attention. And that Sahaja Yoga is actually working at a very universal level. And to meditate with people that are just exploring Sahaja Yoga, the immediacy, the directness, the honesty of their experiences. They don't have any of the jargon, no vocabulary. They just describe, oh, I feel this, you know, energy field, or, you know, the way that they use their own language. And they're describing things that I haven't even felt. Like, people are very amazing. And in Sahaja Yoga, I meet these amazing people, and I'm like, I joke with the people who are like, you know, 1-year-old in Sahaja Yoga. I say, this is my guru. And they know I'm kind of teasing them, but, you know, I'm really all in on how much more can my heart expand, how much more can I absorb of the goodness of the people that I keep meeting in the 21 days.
Yeah. It's really interesting and really fascinating to hear you say that. The fact that you've been doing Sahaj for over 40 years, yet you don't have this conditioned approach that you know more than someone else you might know more, I mean, from a knowledge point of view, but you don't consider yourself superior to another person who's just joined 3 weeks ago. I mean, that's beautiful because that's the essence of it, isn't it? Not to have any ego. And yeah, it's wonderful. And what about you, Peter? Have you been mentoring anyone?
I mean, for this course, not yet as an online tutor, but offline, I've been like in our local Sahaj center. I've been mentoring.
Have you mentored one-to-one in person to someone?
Yeah, and definitely, the experience. It's for both sides. I mean, I kind of benefit. Also, like sometimes when we supposed to be like experienced yogis, when we actually answer some questions, sometimes we come to some conclusions that we would not be able to come if we would not meet a seeker, and try to kind of answer their questions. So it's like a double like journey.
Yeah. It sort of reflects the mirror within you, doesn't it?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So the benefit is mutual, for both sides.
Yeah.
I can add that
When I was lecturing, they said the best way to know whether you know your topic is when you're lecturing, you know just how much you don't know when you're lecturing. And I guess the same thing is when we're mentoring and we're being faced with questions from these ardent, genuine seekers. It propels us to look deeper, doesn't it?
Exactly. Yeah. That's like, for me, it's always, a big pleasure to speak with so-called newcomers, because we can actually learn this freshness, like the enthusiasm, because sometimes we, it's nice to hear the testimony of people who are like 3 months in Sahaj or something like that, because then we can remind ourselves, how was it like 20 years back.
Yeah. Well, you've all done so wonderful. Like you've both been in Sahaj for so many years, and that consistency, dedication that you both have, and also all the people behind the scenes to make this whole program, settings, and this idea come to fruition. It's so wonderful. I, for one, am very grateful because just even listening to you two is inspiring me. And I'm just so thankful to be a part of it. So, we still have quite a few people that are in the main rooms. If anyone wants to continue, go into the breakout room. We can join you there. There will be mentors and they'll definitely guide you. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Mm-hmm.